Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. Sorry, I said there wasn't going to be a stream today, but I will never let you guys down. I will never let you down. I made sure I got my work done, though, so don't worry, guys. But I hope all of you are well. I hope all of you had a good rest of the Sunday. I know I did. After watching, even though, yes, I know we all wanted maybe United and Arsenal to draw, but there's nothing better when you see Arsenal getting absolutely humbled for once, and I'm glad because they played terribly yesterday. They played awful, and that's what I want. If that's what we want to see from a top team, that's the top of the league at the moment, and the goals they scored, mental. But look, hello everyone for joining. I know it was very short notice, so I appreciate every single one of you who are here right now. Yellow Flash, I hope you're well. Cole Palmer, the Cole Palmer, I hope you're well. Toby, as always, I hope you're well, my friends, and I appreciate you doing the retweeting. I hope everyone else, whoever retweeted as well, I appreciate that. Breezy, I hope you're well. Luke, I hope you're well as well, mate. But yeah, look, we're going to be going through the match reaction, going through a tier maker list as well, who we thought were good performers. We're going to go through a bit of a transfer news as well. So obviously it's been big news last night with Anselmino being recalled back and Dortmund are crying. Go away. Amount of time Dortmund have had to be painful to deal with. Jog on. I'm quite glad if we don't ever deal with them again, because I've heard that obviously the relationship's really bad between us now, and I don't care, to be honest. After what they've done, not up for it. So yeah, it's good, but we're going to see if it means that it's going to be a tactic for us to bring him back, then take him to Strasbourg. That means we can bring Saar back. Who knows? I mean, it seems obviously the Jeremy Jacquet news yesterday that Rennes are now saying that he is not for sale in January. So yeah, he's currently flying back from Dubai at the moment. Not sure if he's probably able to message or not, but he is flying back at the moment. He was with Pies yesterday. They went to a sports bar and watched the game. So I think Pies is still out in Dubai at the moment. But I hope you're well, GT. I hope you had a good day. But yeah, obviously the whole news about Anselmino coming back is very interesting. Sensible as well. Can't believe I'm saying that with them at the moment, but I think it's a last resort. Where is Carlito? Who knows, Melina? Who knows? I'm sure he'll appear sometime, but who knows? But I hope you're well. But yeah, obviously with Anselmino, I think it's sensible. Like I said, whether it means we're going to use him to then go through to Strasbourg, it means we bring Saar back. Who knows? Obviously, the Jacquet news, Rennes are now saying that he's not for sale this winter. So obviously it's now the big fight for the summer now, which, let's be honest, are we going to get him? I'm not sure. It's something that I was quite glad that we've not tried to go for. I wasn't happy for us to be spending 60 million again. I mean, I know there's a few people out there saying that Jacquet is a massive prospect, but yeah, I'm not sure. But back to the game yesterday. Huge 3 points for us, clearly. I mean, I thought it was a massive 3 points for us. And actually, I think under Liam, it's the best performance so far were a little bit shaky at first. It was a bit tight, not really much happening. But then I felt like we kind of got into the game. And I mean, do I have to say any more about Esteval? He has to be starting now from now on, in my opinion. I can't see how we can't be starting him. And I think clearly seeing him on the right with someone like Mitchell as well. So let's be honest, Mitchell he's a good left back. I think he's solid. He's got speed about him, but he was being tactile in how he was attacking against Mitchell, and I really liked him. I thought he took his goal incredibly well. Got pace on it. There was confidence. He had the time, and he hit it with, like I said, a lot of power. You wouldn't have seen the likes of any of our strikers having that conviction, to have that coolness to do that. So huge game for him. Can't say that on the side, obviously, Pedro. I think he's just running on empty, to be fair, but it's again a good sign, clear sign that obviously they're not trusting Garnacho unless Garnacho is going to be playing against Napoli. But let's go through a few of your comments before we kind of go a bit further with it. Daniel, I hope you're well, mate. Esteval got to start more games for Chelsea because he makes stuff happen, and attacks are better over Neto and Garnacho. Yeah, I mean, look, when he gets the ball, something happens, and I think what is difficult is with our other wingers, they don't do their job in terms of taking their man on, and it's just a breath of fresh air when you see a player is so young and so confident to be able to do what he does. But it's like every time that he is on the pitch, he does something. Yes, of course, he's going to get things wrong. He's young. But more often than not, he does a lot more positive than he does negatives. And I can't say that for the rest of our wingers currently at the moment. But yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, Toby, unfortunately, you weren't able to see it. But yeah, from the highlights, when you were away, yeah, it was good. Yeah, I thought we were confident. It was a very professional performance from us, I felt. Because at Selhurst Park, it's a difficult place to go. But I felt, I can't believe I'm saying this, but barring, I think, one mistake from Badiashile, which I think you're going to get every game, which was a terrible layoff from Pedro, by the way. He just kind of laid it off and did try to run off. And obviously, Badiashile didn't do great. I think him and Chalobah did well yesterday. I felt Chalobah obviously took on the job to kind of be with Mateta. And I thought he did brilliantly. Because Mateta is, I know he's in a bit of turmoil at the moment. And weirdly enough, I can't believe there's links of him going to Forest. I mean, he could have had any club at some point. And, potentially he's that desperate to leave Palace that you would go to Forest. And they're saying that, personal terms aren't a problem, but that's mad. It's obviously, the Italian clubs can't afford his wages or whatever, but crazy. But good signing wherever he goes. Wish he came to us, but anyways. But yeah, it was really good. And then we kind of, from the first half, it was good that we got the goal and we did, because I felt it was quite a stalemated game, but it's so important to us that we have to get that first goal, and we did. And then going on to the second half, with the second goal, João Pedro again. I thought he had a good performance yesterday. Good link-up play. Was clever in his movement as well. And do we have to say any more about that second goal? The vision from Esteval to do that, it was fantastic. And if you actually looked at some of the highlights, you actually saw João Pedro when he was running. He did like a hand movement to say do that ball, and then he did it immediately. And it was a great goal. And at that point, it just killed the game. It completely took the wind out of Palace's sails. And then we went on to that very bizarre moment of the penalty. And I don't know whether what do you guys think of that penalty decision? I felt it was a penalty, and it was difficult because it was accidental, but because it was going in, I felt it was a handball. But how VAR dealt with it and the referees dealt with it was awful. It was terrible. I don't know what you guys thought, if you thought it was a penalty or not. Please let me know. But I felt, because then the day before, obviously, was City and Wolves. Sorry, there was a controversial point there where the penalty got overruled, and I felt, from a referee side, stick to your decision. That's great. But I felt there was such turmoil yesterday that they almost couldn't do it again, because then it's questioning the decision. But I think it was a pen, personally. I felt it was a pen. Pybus, I hope you're well, mate. Daniel, I know, yeah, you said it was a pen as well. But yeah, so what's the breeze? What you're saying? Improved performance from the team for sure. We grew in the game. It was the most convincing performance we've seen under Rosenior, which is comforting. Couldn't agree more, Breezy. Couldn't agree more. It was a point yesterday. I thought, okay, now let's build on this. Because the last few games they've been a bit iffy. We had the Charlton game, which I think was a bit of a blessing in disguise, really, for Liam's first game. Then we had the Brent. Was it then? I think it was the Arsenal game where, let's be honest, it was difficult because they had a lot of chances and they somehow led us back in and we're only a goal behind. Then the Brentford game, it was very lucky that we got that 2-0, which is great. And then obviously then Paphos, we were like, okay. But the Palace game was the one where at that point, yes, I know Man United won and they then went above us, but at that point, it was crucial that we got those 3 points. And I felt that we the fact that we got it, and it was very convincing. I like the tactics he did as well. And I'm going to show you a segment in a second from Connor where he explains it a bit more about the build-up. And I thought it was quite interesting in terms of like Santos as well. I thought he was great. I thought every man had a good performance, barring maybe Pedro. But yeah, Pybus, you're saying it was a penalty. This performance gave the fans something to work with and something to get behind. Yes, and I agree. But I think as Pybus said, look, we got to, and it's difficult because I think at this point, because of where we are in the league and where we were, it's difficult because I want wins. I just think 3 points, whatever, it's fine. But sometimes there needs to be some sort of progression because you need that new manager bounce, or that new good feeling could kind of dwindle. So there has to be some sort of little progression as we go along. But look, 4 wins out of 5, you can't ask for any more. So we got to just crack on and keep going with it. Pybus, you're right. Look, at this point now, especially with it being crunch time, really, I think now we just got to get points because look, Man United out of nowhere, 2 wins, against City and Arsenal. It's mental. What was I going to say? So I'm just going to quickly show you. It was something which Connor shared. I think it was today, and I thought it was quite interesting in terms of he was talking about the build-up. So he was saying Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, obviously, asymmetric build-up. Obviously, so Sanchez is building as a part of the back four in the low, with Badiashile in more of a narrow left centre back, as you can see here. So obviously they seem to be a bit more narrow. Reece James is then providing more width, nominal right back position in low build, but the plus runner going forward. So as you can see here, obviously you've got Reece James being a bit more higher up, which is interesting. So then it means when we are in the build up, we'll be able to double up. Moises Caicedo and Andre Santos in the pivot is fixed, but then Cucurella going from left back into the pocket. Where is he? He is here. Sorry. So it's very interesting. Then obviously the front three of Esteval, Joao Pedro, and Pedro Neto. But just thought it was quite interesting. Are we starting to see a bit more of a different build-up patterns as well under Liam? But yes, Toby, Liam Rosenior will resist the calls to continuity start Esteval, despite Chelsea supporters wanting this much more. With an 18-year-old talent like his, you have to manage his minutes. And I think that's what's difficult, right? Sorry, it's an absolute sauna in this house at the moment. Yes, so I think this is what's difficult because of how poorly our wingers are doing currently. And then you see how well Esteval does. It's very hard to then go, look, we have to manage his minutes, because I'm going to be honest, any time I've seen him play, I think barring maybe one game, which was where he got hooked off at halftime, we got a silly yellow card against Leeds. I think he's been fantastic. And yes, I think they have managed his minutes well, but I believe he does need to be starting a little bit more now, in my opinion, because we've got to do must-wins in Champions League, especially the Premier League now is must-wins. And you've got to be utilising your best team. So Rosenior was saying you have to manage the games that you think are right for the moment for him and have impact. I'll keep doing that because I want him to have an outstanding season. And that's fair. You've got to manage his minutes. you do have to manage his minutes. But it's just difficult for us when we're seeing the likes of Joao Pedro performance game after game. I don't know what he has on the club to keep starting, but he's obviously got something on the club, because I'm sorry, at the moment, he is just plateauing hard. He's plateauing very hard. That Man United game when Sanchez got sent off, yeah, and that I think, to be honest, Toby, anytime that bloody fixture comes, it frustrates me. But talking about that United game, and obviously Cole Palmer, there's obviously that article again, which has come out today by a journalist saying about that, he wouldn't go back to Man City and that he would like to go back home. He's getting homesick. Unless Pep goes, he's not going to go there. So it may be Man United. Look, you're locked into a very large contract until 2033. I don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but we're going to have to see. I doubt it, though. I mean, I think someone like him, I don't think we're silly to do that. Daniel, so with 1 week until deadline day, do you think we'll get a midfielder cover? What happened to Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo getting injured? What happened if Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo get injured? We need another midfield cover. Well, I'm glad that you have spoken about, obviously, transfers, because obviously Fabrizio has come out today talking about what we're going to do. So Justin, obviously, Chelsea are going to be busy in the final days of January. They want to make some movements. Chelsea are assessing a CB option still, even after the recall of Anselmino. And there's different names in the midfield list other than Douglas Luiz, who still remains an option. The difficulty of me with this, though, and I don't know whether it's the same with you guys, right? Don't we hear the same thing from Fab every single window that we're going to do some business? In my opinion, I think it's Douglas Luiz or bust. I think it's him. I think we would have heard a few more midfielder names by now. But yeah, I think the Douglas Luiz thing is sensible. I think it's very sensible from Prem experience. Yes, I understand there's some injury points to him, but hopefully, touch wood, we can get him so that it would be the non-injury Douglas Luiz. But it's sensible. I think the issue obviously is that Kante as well, which, let's be honest, is that going to happen? It would be incredible, but I doubt it. I think if it's going to be anyone, it'll be Douglas Luiz. But I think Juve want to get us tied in slightly into some sort of obligation, which I believe we just don't want to do. We want to go for a dry loan. But do I think we're going to bring anyone in? I think we will. I think we will because of the news on Asugo, and I think clearly just because of Lavia. I think we'd be stupid not to. Will I put it past them that they'll fumble it? Yes, probably. But it would be incredible if we could get Kante, for sure. Carlito is in the building. I hope you're well, Carlito. They can't keep Carlito's name out of their mouths. The obsession is real. Fair enough. Lavia is made out of cotton wool. Well, yes, I think what it is. He loves doing Instagram posts more than playing, I think. I saw Matt in here. Matt, I hope you're feeling well after yesterday. Are you starting to crumble? We're going to see. What did you say? Why would he do that? He's no emotional ties to Bruno. In context, Matt Cole is still a United fan. Yeah. Look, I understand he's a United fan, but when you're tied into a contract like you are, I think it's going to be very, very hard for you. And I can't see how United can cough up that money. I mean, you're going to have to look at 150 million minimum for him. I'm sorry. I just can't see it happening. Yes, obviously, Pybachek, Kante as well. So, yeah, that's what I was saying, Toby. Mental. Isn't that crazy? The Palace would do that as well. I mean, they'll get sucked into it. It's crazy. I'd wait until summer to get a top midfielder. Sorry, yeah, Daniel, I agree. I mean, look, you would wait until the summer to bring someone in, but it's the injuries which worry me, and I think we are an injury from Enzo or Caicedo. It's going to ruin our season. But there's just over 30 of you here and only 11 likes. So if we can get those likes up, please, it massively helps the channel out. It certainly helps because we're doing daily content, and the more likes we get, the more that we can push out for you guys, and the more that we'll have the algorithm going out to a larger community. And we want to build this community for not only you, but for me as well. I want to get to know as many people as possible. So if we can smash those likes up, please, because like I said, we're only on 11 and there's over 30 people here. So if we can get those likes up, that'd be much appreciated. Seems like we're open to an option, but not an obligation. Yeah, I mean, look, to be fair, this obligation thing, right? Look at Sanchez. I think there's ways of you getting out of it now. So if we have to, I think, we might have to, but we'll see. We will see. Loki Kante hasn't gone to Fenerbahce yet, and I just feel there's a massive bomber. Could you imagine, GT, can it happen that Kante comes back and in the last 15 minutes of a game, we'll have Caicedo and Kante in a pivot midfield together? Incredible. Cinema. It'd be crazy. Don't forget the left back from Genk we apparently want. This is why I'm so bad at this. Who is that? Because I haven't had a chance to look yet. So if you know that name is, that'll be great. What about attacking with Bonanotte going to Leeds? I mean, look, this is the next question, guys. I'm going to ask you, and I've been thinking about this. If you have a choice between either a centre back or a number 10 at the moment because of what's happening with Cole Palmer, what would be your priority position this January? What would be your priority? Because I feel at the moment, yes, it's not, it's not the best in having Fofana kind of one game in, one game out. But it's becoming a bit worrying now with Cole. I mean, look, it might be that he just gets rested for Napoli and then he plays Napoli, right? But let's be honest, he should have taken the surgery. I understand that he didn't want to do that for reasons for maybe the World Cup. But let's be honest, his performances currently and his game time currently because of his injury, he might not even get in the World Cup squad anyways at the moment. So it's a shame. Hopefully he'll get there though. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting though. It'll be interesting what you guys think. So I'm a bit behind on the comments. 4 points still ahead, optimistic, but need Liverpool and Spurs to do us a favour. Very, very poor performance. Look, Matt, I think you're probably the only Arsenal fan I actually get on with. So look, you are still 4 points ahead, but it wasn't a good performance from yesterday at all. Palmer is staying. It's press. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, anyone believing it. I mean, it gets clicks. You've got a big name. Reunited. So many fans with their fans of different clubs and they don't go to them. Take Douglas Luiz on a 6-month loan and bring a top midfielder covering next summer. Yep, I agree. Suspensions watch. Both Andre and Enzo Fernandez are 1 yellow card away from missing either the first leg of the ECL playoffs or the first leg of last 16. Interesting. Nice one, Toby. I like that. That's good. The stat man, Toby, there. Arkeel, I hope you're well. Blue car out. Yeah, well, look, we all want them out. And again, the away fans were singing yesterday. So I'm really behind on the stuff. So, so Pybus, you're saying number 10. Daniel's saying centre back. Cow, you're saying a defender. We just signed a 17-year-old left back from the Championship, I think. So so why the fuck do we need another one? Okay, fair enough. Daniel saying send Cole Palmer for surgery. Sorry, it's my pen. I think it's maybe him refusing. So who knows? So Breezy, if we keep one of Anselmino or Sar for the rest of the season, then it's attacker for me. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would like to bring Sar. That's mine. I'm just a little bit concerned about Anselmino's injuries at the moment. And I think there's, if it's a way of us sending Anselmino to Strasbourg, don't think he'll be happy because he'd probably prefer to be at Dortmund. But to be honest, I'm quite glad we burnt the bridges with Dortmund because they've just not just us, so many clubs around. And the whole thing with Gittins in the summer, terrible. So not bothered at all. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They can't afford him. I don't think anyone can. And look, we're going to see potentially soon how these large contracts are going to work, because look, if it is catastrophic and we don't get Champions League and stuff this season, and we do poor for the rest of the season, you're going to start to see how strongly minded our ownership are and whether they will buckle under a cut price, but it's still profit. We'll see, but who knows? I want a new ownership, and who care about Chelsea? I mean, like Daniel Knight, yeah. I mean, look, it's sad. It's very sad. But look, we're still getting the anti-Clearlake chants. I've not really heard much about any more protests happening, so we're going to see. And this is the problem with protests: you've got to be consistent. And I don't know whether there were any more protests on the weekend. I assume it only be home games. So yeah, normally I'm talking nonsense. Sorry, it's been a long day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chels, big up, Matt. Big up to you as well, my man. I hope you're well. How do I say? I'm really sorry if I say this wrong. Yukthakkuri? If I've said that wrong, I do apologise. Apparently, groin surgery is a last-ditch attempt to heal. The medical team wants to see how Palmer does. I don't know how much longer we can wait, though, mate. It's gonna, I think, waited long enough. Just stole that from Daily, but the comments are long enough. Look, we all take sources from somewhere, Toby, but I appreciate you letting me know, because it's an interesting stat. So Santos and Enzo have got to be careful, because they're obviously vital for us. If we don't start challenging for Premier League titles and Champions League, our top players will leave. Leave, why would they stay? Yeah, and that's true as well. That's very true. Sorry, I'm going to shut this window out. It's freezing even. Yeah, it's very true. And unfortunately, I think we're very close to start seeing this happening. We're very close. And I think that's why the anxiety is kicking in terms of when we do go on a run and we do lose, we're like, uh-oh, because of how awful it has been. We're just thinking about all these little things about, we're going further down the table. We're not going to get top 4. What does this mean financially? The UEFA and all this. And then it's like, these big players are going to start going, because let's be honest, Enzo has, ran his legs ragged for the badge, and that's why we love him. But you wouldn't blame him if he then does go to Real Madrid or something, in the future. We'll see. I think I saw something from Strasbourg account yesterday saying that Anselmino couldn't go on loan to Strasbourg because he's non-EU, something to do, he's non-EU or something along those lines. Could be lies though. Okay, interesting. Ray Allen, I hope you're well. Every window says that we're going to be busy. Yeah, that's what I said earlier, and it's difficult, right? The problem is he probably gets told by them that we're going to get all these players, and it's just because they muck up and they don't know what they're doing. The thing is with the board is that if you're going to go balls to the wall for a player like a Jeremy Jacquet and you're going to put the briefs out there, you're going to go for him, you have to make something happen, because it keeps happening that we put this out there, but then we can't then go for him. And so then it means we have to go for the B, C, or D tier, that player we're trying to go for. So when will the sporting directors address the holes in the team? Unfortunately, and this is my opinion, and I don't know whether this is yours, I don't think it's really much to do with sporting directors. I think they're just getting told what to do, and they just have to do it, in my opinion. But I think they're inadequate in their jobs anyways. I don't think they're really the strongest to be in the positions they're in terms of negotiating power and trying to go for players. But you're right. And that's what the frustration is all about with us fans. And I think what's difficult is that we're all frustrated for the same reason, but why can't they see it? Toby, yep, you're right. It says it every window. I want Chelsea to challenge for title next season and Champions League. That should be our target next season. Look, I think what's difficult is that we all have the same ambitions, right? And I think it's very clear what we need to do to get to these targets, but we don't address it. And that's what was very frustrating in terms of the whole Osimhen thing. When we were going for the likes of Elise. Yes, I know that the what's his name, Mr. Telephone Man, Xavi Simons, I know that didn't go over the line, but that would have been now a great point, because of look at what's happened to Palmer. Even Kudus as well. That was a player I really wanted, and I felt that which would have bolstered us a bit. I mean, look who we went for. We went for Garnacho and Gittins. I mean, I thought Gittins didn't look great yesterday, even though he came on for his small cameo. And that's what's frustrating, is that you could have a cameo like he did a couple of games ago and have more take-ons, completions than Garnacho did in the whole of the half against Paphos. But then he can do what he did last time, so it's difficult. Nonny, I hope you're well. I'm glad you're back. You had a 85,000 second ban. I'm glad you're back though, my friend. 40 people in here. We've only got 15 likes. Let's run it up, please, if we can. It takes 2 seconds to like it, and I'm only if you want to, obviously. But look, it massively helps the channel out. So if you can smash the likes, that would be fantastic. There's 40 of you here, only 15 likes. So come on, that'd be great. Really appreciate it. Look at Man United. Every window since Ineos came in, they've actually been addressing their holes. They spent 200 million on their attack. Looks very potent. And yeah, and you're right. I mean, look, I thought Mbeumo is a fantastic player. He was fantastic at Brentford. Cunha, Cunha to me feels like a bit like a Clear Lake signing. They spend top dollar for someone who's okay. But the Mbeumo signing is something that I like, was very good. And I mean, look, I say that, but Cunha took his goal incredibly well yesterday. But you're right. They are looking to fill the gaps and hire correctly. And I think with us, we're so wanting to do one thing, which is buy young. And that's it. It's buy young and that's it. It's celebrating. I'm not celebrating it top 4 as a trophy for Chelsea, and I've got high standards. Well, that's fair enough. Look, unfortunately for me, I've lowered my expectations now, and that's just because of how poor we've been. I'm not happy with just getting top 4. I think top 4, regardless of where we're at, the money spent, and actually the squad we've got on the team, we should be getting top 4 minimum. That's a minimum for me. We should be competing for trophies every season. But for me, I would be happy this year if we get top 4, and I think we have to get a trophy. I think domestic ones are obviously the ones to go for. I think Champions League, I think we're going to struggle, to be fair. But top 4 and a trophy, I think if we just scrape top 4 again, I think it's a mere plateau season, and we need to be striving higher. Nonny, this is very interesting. Garnacho is better than Kudus and Simmons. Obviously, don't cook Nonny here, but I just want to ask, what are your guys' opinions on that? I'm a huge fan of Kudus. I loved him at West Ham. I loved him at Ajax as well. I felt he was a player who we could have done far better than Garnacho personally. Yes, I understand Garnacho is a bit of a GA merchant, but my word, it is an awful watch. He is awful to watch. Terrible. I think the reason we didn't get Kudus was due to how we treated him when he left him high and dry. And I think Kudus wanted to come to Chelsea, but I think what happened was we felt there was more of a potential to get Xavi Simons. And so we pulled the plug. And then we tried to go for Xavi Simons, and look what happened there. So we'll see. I want to win leagues on consistent. Yeah, I mean, look, and that's and I think that's very fair. I think that's very, very fair for us to be wanting that. I mean, look, 2 billion is spent, and it's difficult because yes, that's right, but you got to think how we spent that as well. It's not been greatly spent. But you're right. Fans have every right to feel the way they do now in terms of the money spent, and then the money spent to really what we're producing. So you're right. We should be competing for leagues, but we're not. We are not. So I want to win domestic trophies this season. You're like me. Yeah, look, I think we have to. I think, look, last season, the Club World Cup, fantastic, brilliant, whatever. The Europa Conference, I think if we didn't win it, it would have been catastrophic if we didn't win it, to be honest. So when we won it, it was great, but I wasn't overwhelmed with joy. It was like, okay, look, the whole competition for us was piss, let's be honest. Kudus dribbling merchant, no end product. No, I hope you're well. Right, I'm just going to be 2 seconds. I'm just going to take my jumper off. It'll be 2 seconds. Sorry. So, Nono, I hope you're well, mate. yeah, we're talking a lot about Kudus, but yeah, I agree. I think he's a good player. I love Kudus. I think Simmons has struggled to deal with the physicality of the Prem, but he went to a different league. But yeah, and I think that, and this is what's difficult, right, with my opinion on the Bundesliga, is I think there's a lot of players who it takes them a bit of time to get used to the physicality, like a Kai Havertz, for instance. I felt he's kind of put on a bit of weight now. He's got used to the league, but he's okay player, nothing great. But I just would have preferred Kudus because he's good at dribbling. I felt he was more exciting. He's kind of more like an Esteval, but on the left, and I think we need that kind of balance personally. With the multi model, I do not care about Strasbourg because and look, that's fair. You don't have to be a fan of Strasbourg at all. I mean, I think people are now because they've got an interest because they feel that potential future players are going to be coming from Strasbourg to Chelsea. So that's why there's obviously the link there. But look, you're the same as me, Daniel. I don't really care. But I should really, for the point that I made just prior, that you should probably kind of understand and see where the other fans are coming from because of looking at, it's like if you're a fan of the under 21s or the youth level, you want to see who's there. So I get it. I do get it. I want Chelsea to win every trophy available. Yeah, I agree. So look, let's now quickly go on to, I just wanted to show you this, and we're going to go on the tier maker. Don't know what you guys thought of this. So our South American contingents is doing very good at the moment. So we've got 13 goal contributions by Enzo, 8 goals contributions by Esteval, and 13. So 34 goal volumes this season. That's not bad, hey? What do you guys think of that? It's not bad. Not bad at all. That's where I don't mind the stats. These sort of stats I don't mind, and it's good. Yes, I would want a bit more out of João Pedro, but 13 goal contributions isn't bad. It's not bad. So, right, we're going to go on to the tier maker now. And we're going to go through each individual player, and we're going to see what we thought. So let's go with Sanchez first. What do we think of Sanchez yesterday in his performance? I thought he did an outstanding save. Again, I think it was against Mateta's header. Was it Mateta's header before they scored? It was an incredible save. And then typically our other defenders didn't do their job. But what do we think about Sanchez yesterday? Do we think he was great, good, poor, stay away from us, or world class? What do we think? Because I thought his cross-claiming was good. I thought his passing was good, maybe barring one little blip. But I thought he was good. I don't know what you guys think. If you could let me know what you guys think. What do we think, guys? Do you think he was good, great, poor, world class? Breezy, you're saying great. Another good performance. Cal saying, yeah, I mean, wait for a few more. But yeah, we'll just see what you think. So I think great is fair. I think it seemed to be that one game against Arsenal was just a blip, which is fantastic, really. Toby's saying great as well. Right, let's put him in great then. What do we think of Fofana only came on for a little bit. We'll just put him in good. I mean, like any player where it was kind of like they came on for a bit. Instead of this, we'll just put okay. And then poor. Okay, poor's in green, but we get on that. I thought he was okay. Nothing major with Fofana. What do we think about Chalobah? I thought Chalobah was really good yesterday. I thought Chalobah did a great interception against Mateta. I thought he dealt with Mateta really well. I put him in great. Don't know what you guys think in terms of Chalobah at all. What do we think about Chalobah? Well, I thought he was great anyway. So we'll crack on with it. Chalobah had a good one yesterday. Yeah, Carl, I agree. We'll put it in there. Badiashile, what do we think about Badiashile? I thought he was okay. Terrible. I thought, so I'd say great is higher than a 7. I'd say good's like 6.5, 6. Okay is like 5, and poor is like terrible game. So you thought Badiashile had a good game yesterday. I thought he was okay to good. I would put him in good because maybe that's just my agenda driven. Yeah, I'd say good. He had a poor mistake, but I think that was because of Pedro more than anything. Cal, you're saying that he was poor. I want all our centre backs. What did you say? Levi Carl anyway. Oh, you want them all gone, barring Levi Carl. Well, that's fair. What do we think about Cucurella? I thought it was okay. It was good. Like, did nothing amazing, but didn't do, anything wrong. So put him in good. Toby, and that's fair. That's fair. But Reece James, I thought it was again, okay, like good. Like I didn't see, he was more on the right, did some dangerous deliveries, but I'd say good. Yeah, I think good is fair. Good's fair. What do we think about Caicedo yesterday? I thought he was quite poor in the first half, Caicedo. I thought it was, again, a very silly yellow card to give away again, and then he was on a yellow card for the rest of the game. I didn't think he did great in the first half. And then he did all right in the second. So we're just going to say okay or good for Caicedo. Because, Caicedo is always a minimum 6 out of 10 anyways, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'd say good. Breezy, I think you're right. He was asking for it yesterday. You're right. And that's what he's got to be a bit careful there. I thought Santos was brilliant yesterday. I thought he was really good yesterday. Very much like the Strasbourg Santos, very similar to the position he was in before. Oh, yellow flash, you're going okay for Santos. I thought he was good yesterday. I thought he was good to great yesterday. I thought Santos was really good yesterday. I'll put him in great. I just felt he was very confident on the ball, and it's quite. You're saying world class. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, world class. We're saying world class is like a 9 out of 10, something like that. Yeah, Santos has to be the mainstay in our midfield with Caicedo. And I think going for at the moment, Real, and I think you're right. Because I think Cole Palmer's going to be out for a long time. It seems he's not coming back anytime soon. So I think Santos is kind of the player to be in that position. Esteval, I'm going to say for yesterday he was world class. And what I mean by world class is, look, he's obviously got potential to be world class, but I would say it'd be a 9 out of 10. And you know what I'm going to do instead to make it easier? I'm going to do this: a 9 to a 10 out of 10, and I'm going to do this. It's going to be an 8 to 9 out of 10. So it's like a low, and then good I would say is 6 and a 7. Okay is a 5, and then 0 to 4. Let's say that will probably make it easier for us. Yeah, it's a lot easier actually. So what did we think of Esteval yesterday? I thought he was incredible yesterday. Like the ball he did for Joao Pedro was just amazing. Like the vision, and like when you see those players, like I can't even say it. When Joao Felix came against Fulham, when Joao Felix played his first game against Fulham, and you just saw there was like that bit of like a spiciness to his game. Oh, here's a good player here. Obviously, it didn't turn out great, but I felt like yesterday, Esteval, like there was just that real confidence about him. He took his goal really well as well. So it was almost like he had so much time on the ball that he could have made a mistake. So I felt he had a fantastic game. Will we see him against Napoli? I don't think so. I think you're going to see Neto and it's going to be Garnacho personally. Yeah, you're right, Cal. The goal and the assist was just pure class. I don't think anyone in the team can do that. No, I don't think so at all at that moment. I thought, again, Enzo was brilliant yesterday. I thought he was great. Took his penalty really well. Became a winger at some points, but I thought he was really good yesterday. Felt like the first half he kind of maybe struggled a bit, but then the second half he was just great. I thought he was great. I don't know what you guys think. It's just me, or okay, Booker, it's going to be controversial. Is it just me, or have we been so much better this season when Cole doesn't play? We haven't won any games since he's returned. Sorry, in December. Maybe that's because he's more out of form, but I can see what you're saying, and I can kind of agree to a certain point. We have looked more fluid without him, and I think that's just more of him being injured than anything. And then we're not seeing the Cole of the old. But it's a fair point. Yeah, you're right. When Enzo did that at the end, But Booker, it's a good point, though. It's a good point we're saying. I mean, you're saying I don't disagree. I think there's a lot to do with his fitness. Yeah, you're right. Same as me, really. Same as me. So, Pedro Neto, for me, I thought he was just. That's just me. I thought he bang average yesterday. Bang average yesterday. Don't know what you guys thought. But I thought he was terrible. I thought he was just. I think, for me, he almost got ahead of himself because of how good he was doing at the beginning, and then now it's kind of then like, he's not played as well, fitness as well. But I just don't think there's anything coming from him at the moment. He did a poor layoff and nearly let Badiashile then muck up. Take-ons were terrible. Touches are hard. It's not good enough. What are you saying here, Toby? So off topic, but only got 24 points and 4 score. Went 3-2 Newcastle and joking it. And look at how the game went. Gem, 150 points clear of second place. Me, Matt, I'm fourth, being 100. Yeah, it's mental, that 4 score. It's just crazy. It's mental. Toby, you're saying sell him. Yeah, I mean, look, I think sell him to Saudi. The Portuguese loved Saudi. So send him there. But Booker, I think you are right, though. He does need rest. And this is what's frustrating, right? Is he does need rest. But they're so reliant on him because they think of it more from a professional winger that is okay in attack, but better being a support system for defensive. And then like work rate and all that. But what you've done then is you've completely just taken the energy out of that asset that he's almost then not good on either side of the pitch. But yeah, it's interesting though. Very interesting. Right, we'll try and go through this quickly. Joao Pedro, I thought had actually I put him in great. I thought he took his goal really well, held up play was really good. Actually, do you know what? I've been a hard critic on him. I thought he had a very, very good game yesterday. He took his goal really well. Link-up play was really good. And I think, as we've all said, we don't like seeing him in a number 10. I think he was better being in a number 9. Hato, I mean, didn't see much of him. He came on for a little bit. I'm just going to put him in 5. Delat the same. Nothing really came from him. Gusto, nothing. Gittins, same. Nothing. So I think what that's safe to say, guys, is that, from a defensive point of view, we did okay. There wasn't really much challenge coming from Palace. Obviously, the stars here, obviously Sanchez again, had a really good performance. Yes, he obviously conceded the goal, but that was more because of the defence. Cross-claiming was great. Overall, just very strong. One thing I've got to keep in mind, though, then, can you actually look at where you're going to throw the ball before you start running nearly out of the box? He's done that a few times now, and he was very lucky yesterday. Yes, Toby, you're right. Tassasi's not gone. Sterling, Tyreek George. Obviously, I'm sure Tassasi's not going to, go. But, oh, yeah. And obviously, he won. And Joao Pedro won the penalty as well. So he could have had 2 goals, really. So, yeah. And then clearly, obviously, looking at Chalobah, I thought he did really well against Mateta yesterday. Mateta's obviously a very difficult striker to deal with. Santos is building in confidence more, I feel, especially now that the kind of Liam's come into the team. Liam's come into management, there's that kind of real secure blanket and confidence, and I thought he was great. Enzo, just typical vintage Enzo in that game. I thought he took his penalty really fucking well. Sorry, excuse my language, really well. Esteval, we've just got a gem there, very similar to Cole Palmer, I feel, just there. And Joao just had a really positive performance, so good on you, mate. So that was the tier making list, and then I wanted to, and I'm sorry, Matt, if you're in here, but I felt just before the end, before we go, just we've got a bit of time, and hopefully I think we should be allowed to watch this. Just wanted to play this viewing for everyone. And let's just turn that down slightly.
Do not fucking lose it. Do not fucking lose it! You fucking piece of shit! You fucking wankers! You absolute wankers! You absolute fucking wankers! I swear to God! I fucking hate this team! I fucking hate you! I hate you! Why? Why? Fuck you, man! Fuck you! You bastards! You're taking the piss!
United in possession, Bruno Fernandes. They've still got threat. We're falling over here. They've scored. Cunha.
We turned it up. Sorry, I had to turn it down for the first one because it was just too much.
Cunha. We're done. I don't know what that celebration is, but I
don't know what the celebration was. This was a celebration.
Game, set, and match.
Look at the space they've got. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Oh my fucking God! Fuck off.
Looking good, bro.
Oh my
Man, see how much space
Y'all
they
heard,
got?
y'all, heard, y'all heard me as I was saying.
I'm done, man. I'm
They ain't
done.
looking good.
Fuck!
Pass
Fuck
to
off,
the
man.
All on the ball.
Fucking
I've said it
fucking
time
wankers.
Time and time again. You can't. We have problems. We have monumental problems with teams that play correctly with the ball on the floor.
On the floor.
I
They
knew it when I
have
saw them
problems,
last week in
guys.
City. I
They
said,
can't
Fucking
win from
hell,
these
man.
squads. They've got problems.
Yeah, Gabriel, you can shake your head all you fucking like. Go and score a goal, mate.
Yeah, fairly gonna. Look, I just thought that was fantastic yesterday. I know. Look, we wanted it to be a draw, but that was just. I'm sorry, Matt, as well for doing that. Yeah, because you're a nice guy. But look, we got to have a bit of a smile every once in a while, and it ended off a brilliant Sunday for us. So, I mean, other than that, has there been any other transfer news today at all that anyone's aware of? I'm really kind of keeping up to date with it, up to date with any of it at all. Has there been any more transfer news or anything? I'm not sure if there has been at all. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I mean, look, guys. I mean, kind of going back to the transfer news bit. What do you guys feel is going to happen at the end of this window? Do you think that we are going to bring anyone in, or do you think kind of just more recalling now? So it's just like Genk left back. Yes, I do worry about the calm before the storm of Chelsea's briefs coming out. But yeah, do you feel we're gonna? Do you think that a midfielder is going to come in? Do you think it is Douglas Luiz, or do you think it's going to be Kante? Is there anyone else? I've not really seen any other. Was it Neves as well? Yeah, Booker. I agree. I think out of anything now, I think the centre back thing's sailed. I think that's gone. I don't think we're going to go for Senesi. I think what we're going to do is try and get some sort of a pre-agreement with Rennes for Jacquet for the summer. That's what I think we're going to potentially do. I think our concentration now, and it has to be for me, is that midfielder. So Cal, you're saying don't think anything happens. The window will end with briefs will come out and how much the team is. 100 points. For laughs, can we watch Expressions of Meltdown on Thomas Frank? Oh, yes. Let me just get that up. I hope you wouldn't mind. Let me get it up. Is it this one? Here we go. I don't know if this is the whole thing. Let me have a look. Just getting it up, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, it's probably not great viewing doing this, but unless Toby, do you have the link? If you do, can you send it through? Because that'll be a nice way to end the segment. Oh, and of course, there's some great ones here as well. Actually, we're going to watch a couple of these as well. Let me do this. We're going to watch this one as well. This was another great cinematic one from here as well.
Long throw into the box. Header. Keep him out. Keep him out. Keep him out. Keep him out. No. No, that can't count. That can't count. That can't count. Surely that's not going to count. No. No, not like this.
No.
No, that can't count. That's got to be a foul. Ref, come on. Alisson's on the floor. You can't be doing that. We're not having that. It's a shove in the back on Van Dijk for a start. Let's have a shove in the back on Van Dijk. What about that? Oh,
He is not happy. Oh.
Comes. Flip
Oh, yeah,
bouncing
that's some bad
around.
language.
It's scramble. It's in the post.
Fuck off! Fucking shite!
Bournemouth have scored at the death.
Oh no.
I don't see the replay. I've got no idea what happened. It was a mad scramble from a throw-in. Van Dijk's looking at the referee. Adley has scored. I don't know exactly.
Right. Anyways, I'm sure. Yeah, Toby, let me know when you've got that link and we'll do that. And then, oh, you sent it. Thank you, my friend. Oh, my Lord. Here we go. Oh, God. Here he goes. Can you see everyone? Two now. Two now. Oh, is it not working? Oh, sorry,
I have.
guys, I've had a horrendous technical difficulty here. I was sharing a screen and it wasn't working. Sorry, let me do this again. Right. Terrible from me. I was doing a screen share from something else. So, here we go. Right, start this again.
I have seen enough of this fossil Frank Ozempic football. I have seen enough of us getting pulled apart like a Christmas cracker, blood. Sack this man to now. He better not have a club like Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones by the end of the day. Sack this man to now. We are in a relegation battle. It's time for Frank to walk the plank straight into the sea. Turn him into Frank Ocean for all I care. Don't want to see another press conference from that nauseating Norman Osborn. I don't want to see it. This man is a criminal, blood. Somebody needs to VAR the appointment, blood. How did it happen? This is one of the most negative appointments in history. It's up there with finding out you got syphilis, fam. This man with his 90-mile-per-hour jaw and his 10-mile-per-hour football, blood. Brother, he's a teriyaki Troy Deeney, fam. Sack him now, blood. This appointment
appointment wasn't a mistake. It was a piss take, blood. I told everyone we would beat Dortmund and end up losing to Burnley, fam. Dortmund had 10 man like a Bonnie Blue bang bus, blood. I told everyone. And look at us now, blood. Fists up by Burnley like it's Bruce Lee's cousin, fam. They kicked us up. This man let it burn like Usher Raymond, fam. It's an absolute embarrassment. He cannot be anyone under Thomas Frank. I think a nun gets more action than us. We can't be anyone. West Ham, Burnley, Bournemouth, all winless in 10 games. But Thomas Frank out here handing out points like Cycling Mikey. Sack him. 5 at the back against Burnley for 80 minutes. I don't want this man fired. I want him cremated, blood. Cremated, fam. This man will play 5 at the back in Sabutio. I'm sure of it. These owners better wake up, blood. Thomas Frank's contract and Vinay's hairline better be twins by the end of the day. Non-existent, fam. Johan Lange, Leona Lewis, Lennox Lewis, John Lewis, all the Lewises, fam. Pull the plug, turn the machine off. I want this guy sacked. To now. Get rid of him. Who needs to be canned like some tomato soup, fam? Get him out.
I have to say, he is phenomenal in what he does. It's absolutely phenomenal. The entertainment from it is incredible. 2 now. He has to go 2 now. It's so good. So good. Just before we go, nice little game here. And Toby obviously is always good at doing this. I want to just do a quick prediction for, I think it's the next week's fixtures. So yeah, next Saturday. Wanted to know what you guys' thoughts of kind of the next game, and then we'll after we've done that, we'll do the prediction, and then we'll then finish it there for this evening, because we've done just over an hour now, and doing over an hour on my own, it's pretty good. So, what do we think in terms of the scores for like Brighton and Everton? If people can just say what their scores will be in here, and then I'll type them in, and then we'll go through what we think the Chelsea West Ham game will be, and then we'll do it, and then we'll go from there. Right. So, Yellow Flash is saying 2-1 Everton. But Toby's saying 1-1. Right. You two got now fight it out to figure out who I'm changing. What are we going to go with? 1-1 or 2-1, guys? Do we think? And both of you, I love both of you, regardless of who wins. Let's go. Let's go with, I'm going to do 1-1 to start with, Yellow Flash, and then Leeds versus Arsenal. I mean, this is a massive game now. Yellow Flash, you can go with the second one. Toby's done the first. Yellow Flash, you can predict the second one now. What do you reckon the second one's going to be? Leeds, Arsenal. Okay, right, we're doing 1-1 now. Oh, they're going to drop more points. Right, Wolves, Bournemouth. What are we going with Wolves, Bournemouth, guys? Yeah, Toby, imagine. That would be incredible if that could happen. What do we reckon, Wolves, Bournemouth? I mean, surely Bournemouth have to win that, right? I'm just going to put that 2-0. Most importantly, Chelsea, West Ham, guys. There's 20 of you in here. What are we going to say for Chelsea, West Ham? West Ham are going on a little bit of a run at the moment. Saying that, didn't they lose at the weekend? No, they won against Sunderland. They helped us out big time. 4-1, 3-0, 2-0 Chelsea. All going wins. I like to see it. Let's go. I think I'm more like Booker. I'm going to go safer with a 2-0. Liverpool, Newcastle. Wow. That is a huge game for Liverpool. That's a massive game for Slot as well. It's a huge game for Slot. What do we reckon about Liverpool, Newcastle? 1-1. Yellow Flash, you're saying 1-1. Let's get a few more scores and then we'll make a decision. Look, we'll go with 1-1. 1-1. So they've dropped more points. Villa, Brentford. That's going to be a good game. Should we go Villa? We're going to say Villa for that. Do we think they're going to carry on? Last time Newcastle played at Anfield, they won 2-1. What do you reckon about Villa and Brentford? Are Villa just going to carry on winning, or are we going to say they're going to drop points? Because they just keep winning at the moment. I think Villa are almost having a bit of like a Leicester season, really. Like, they're just not dropping any points. Okay, we're going 3-1 Villa. We'll do 3-1 Villa. United, Fulham. See, this is the thing, right, with Man U. They played well even under, God, I forgot their last old managers now. But they used to still win under, they still used to play quite well against the bigger teams, right? But I think this is where you're going to start to see if they are turning a page. So I can see them dropping points here. And I can see what Yellow Flash is saying. I think they might lose because I think they're on that bit more of a rise, thinking they're going to do well. And then I think Fulham aren't, they're not pushovers at the moment either. So I think let's go fair. I think Booker's right. I'm going to do maybe a draw though. Let's see them drop points, but like that. God, Forest Palace as well. Forest Palace. I'm going to say Forest are going to win that. I think Palace are looking terrible. Tottenham are going to do 3-1. Sunderland, Burnley. Let's just do 2-0. Right, let's see where we are. Okay. God, it's still very tight though, guys. Still very tight. Oh, look at the points. If Arsenal draw, they only are 2 points ahead. They are 2 points ahead if they draw. Oh, that is incredible. 2 points. Look at Villa and Man City. We're 11 points off. We still could go on a charge for the title. We still could go on the charge if we still had Facundo. It's so tight. Look at it between... If we win, though, the only thing I would say is if we win and the points go the way it does, we are just starting to build a bit of... I'm saying against the top 10, obviously, but from 8th, we're just starting to build a bit more of a, 5-point gap. What I don't like is that we're just not building that gap yet between 6th at the moment. But that if we can just carry on winning, and I think with our fixtures as well, guys. Look, let's have a look at our fixtures. So our fixtures are Chelsea. We've got West Ham, sorry. Then we've got Wolves, Leeds, which is difficult, but then Burnley. They're all very winnable games, and they should be winnable games too, right? So if we then look at it on the table, it should help us out. Oh yeah, let's have a look at well done. Let's have a look at see where Spurs are. 8 points. Oh, but then what's crazy, right? Is Palace. They were in top 4 not long ago, and they're doing awful. They are doing so bad. Cool, yeah, but then at Brighton and Brentford as well. It's a very weird season. Very weird season. I think Leeds at the Bridge will be easy. I just don't know. Hopefully, I think always when you play at Leeds, it's always going to be a difficult game, right? But yeah, I did see. Someone did post something about like some breaking news. Oh yeah, I saw this about Fermin Lopez. Yeah, he signed a new deal. I was so glad we didn't go for him in the end. I was so glad. He was no way good enough. It was a panic buy, complete panic buy, because we didn't get anyone. But look, guys, we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes now. Oh, Dreamer, you've just turned up. He is the truth. He is the truth, mate. He is absolutely the truth. He should be starting more. But look, guys, I'm going to head off. It's been a really good stream. Me doing it on my own as well. Jem is obviously flying at the moment from Dubai, but it's been a good stream. We ran through obviously the match. Obviously, we ran through some of the news which is happening today. Dream, I thought you've only just turned up. No, have you been here the whole time? I haven't seen you in the comments, my friend. You've been here the whole time, Dreamer. I haven't seen you in the comments. Oh, sorry if you have been, mate. Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. But look, yeah, I'm going to head off now. We're going to be doing a match preview tomorrow. I don't know how well Jem is going to be, because obviously he might be quite jet lagged. So it might just be me again. But it's been a really fun stream. We've ran through quite a few bits today, and it's been a good laugh. Oh, you've only just got the notification. What? That's the problem, because I can't monetize it. That's the annoying thing. So I can't have the notification. We've been on for over an hour. Oh, Dreamer, I'm sorry, my friend. Well, look, if you want to, mate, I'm sure everyone else can as well. But if yeah, it's unfortunately, mate, I'm gonna have to head off because I've been on for over an hour now. But sorry, that's really annoying that you didn't get the stream. Watch back on it if you want. But if the main thing, Dreamer, anyway, is always, if you can, like the video, it'll massively help. But look, we've got I think match preview tomorrow. Probably similar time, I'd say, around 5-ish, something like that, 5 o'clock. And then yeah, Dreamer, I put it in the Discord. So yeah, the stream. Yeah, Dreamer, I put it in Discord as well. So I don't know why you didn't see it. It's annoying. But look, anyways, guys, thank you all for joining. Love every single one of you. You're amazing people, and you're making this so fun to do. So thank all of you for being here. Love all of you as well, and see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. See you later.